Good morning or good afternoon, good evening, dear students. Talking to you is Mr. Mahmoud Makram. Today we're gonna talk about Unit 5, and Unit 5 is essentially about, as you can see, it's entitled Knowing the Market. It deals or tackles the topic of marketing. If you head to the first page of your, the first page on Unit 5 in your student books, Lesson 1, it is entitled Marketing. Let's do the first activity. So the first activity, it's a listening activity, and you have the first question: what are the 4 P's? Of course, when we talk about marketing, we have 4 P's, the 4 P's of marketing. So we have 4 words. Each word starts with the letter P. The first one is product. Product, you know, the product is the kind of goods that you sell, the price, the money that you pay for a product, promotion, how you're gonna promote your product, who is going to endorse it and stuff like this. And the place, of course, refers to where you're gonna open your shop and where you're gonna market your product. So the 4 P's again of marketing include product, price, promotion, and the place. Which P is this? More and more people are buying certain goods online. This sentence is like relevant to which P? More and more people are buying certain goods online. Okay, you can guess. Okay, of course, this is about place because people buy their goods online. So now we're talking about the place where the product is sold. Which P is this? Some P's are much more expensive than others, but then they are more powerful. Again, some P's are much more expensive than others, but then they are more powerful. Which P is this? Okay, you can try to guess the answer. Okay, of course, this is about product. We're talking here about product. If we proceed to the to the following activity, which is activity 2, word builder, and it's again about marketing, of course. You have here 5 words. Accessories. Accessories, of course, an accessory is a device or an object which is not essential but adds to the beauty of a thing or a person. So accessory is a thing which is not important, but you just use it to add to the beauty of a person or a thing. The second word is consumers. Consumers are people or someone who uses or buys goods or services. A consumer is a user, simply. So we can say that a customer is a consumer. The common word is fundamentals. A thing which is fundamental is very important and essential. You can't do without it. Next, the common word is outlet. An outlet is a place where a thing is sold. So we can say that supermarket, clothes shops, computer shops are outlets. Then the common word is target market. Target market is a group of customers to whom a company wants to sell its product or services. So again, target market. Let's say that the target market of Adidas or Nike shoes is not old people, but it's young people. Target market refers to the group of people to whom a country wants to sell its products. Here you have 5 sentences and you have like 30 seconds trying to try to answer these sentences. The first one, food items are mainly sold at, such as supermarkets. Number 2, handbags, designer watches and jewelry are old-fashioned. Number 3, parents are there for children's clothes. Number 4, the 4 P's are the what of marketing. Number 5, marketers often refer to customers as. Okay, you have your 30 seconds.
Next.
So,
Next.
food items are mainly sold at outlets. I told you that the word outlet, an outlet is a place where certain kind of goods or a product is sold. So supermarkets are outlets. The common one, handbags, designer watches, and jewelry are old-fashioned. When you buy a handbag or a watch or jewelry, is it essential or it's just an accessory? So handbags, designer watches, and jewelry are old-fashioned accessories. Then number 3, parents are the what for children's clothes. Parents are a group of people to whom we try to market this. So what do we call a group of people to whom a company is trying to sell its products? I think it's clear, it's a target market. Number 4, the 4 P's are the of marketing. The 4 B's are the what of marketing. I told you that the word essentials or the word fundamentals means the most essential things, the most important things. So of course in the beginning of the video we talked about the 4 P's. The 4 P's of course are the fundamentals of marketing. Number 5, marketers often refer to customers as, of course it's the only one remaining, the answer is consumers, and I told you the word consumer is somehow synonymous or it's a synonym for customers. Okay, then comes this reading activity and it's about segmentation. This word, segmentation. A segment is a part of a thing. So segmentation is a way of dividing consumers into groups with common needs. So when you have a company and you have a product and you want to market or promote this product, you have to use segmentation. Segmentation is dividing the market according to their age. So we have the young people, we have the kids, the children, we have the teenagers, we have the adults, and so on. So this segmentation, and of course it will be of great benefit to you to read this. But when you think of segmentation, you have to think of these 5 elements. The first one is income, the second one is culture, the third one is gender, the fourth one is age, and the last one is lifestyle. Down there we have an activity. You have here in this box 5 words: age, gender, culture, income, lifestyle. Of course you know what age is. Gender, when you're asked about your gender, you have to answer saying male or female. Gender refers to whether you are a male or a female, man or a woman. Culture, of course you know what culture is. And then income is like all the money that you get, that you earn. And then lifestyle refers to how you're living your life. Of course everyone has his own different lifestyle. So here we have 5 sentences and we need to complete them or to match the words to match everyone to the word that suits it. The first one, a young professional may want to drive a sports car. A married couple with children will need a larger car. This refers to what? Okay, try to guess. So here, a young professional, we have a person who is young, he wants to drive a sports car. But someone who is married and they have children, someone is married and he has children, he will need a larger car. This describes what? Age, gender, culture, income, or lifestyle. Of course, the answer is lifestyle. Do-it-yourself equipment is largely targeted at men, whereas cosmetics refers to makeup and stuff like this, are largely targeted at women. So now we're talking about men here, and some other products are targeted at women. So I think the answer is gender. Then number 3, the population can be divided according to the stages of life: school child, teenager, parent, pensioner. Of course, a pensioner is someone who is retired and he takes a pension from his country. So someone who retired, who stopped working, he receives a pension from the country, and we call him a pensioner. So pensioners are more likely to have similar needs, but different needs to those of a teenager. So of course, every segment, every age group has different needs. So a school child has different needs from a teenager, from a parent, or from a pensioner, and so on. Of course, we are referring here to age. Then people have different needs according to their social customs, language, and dietary habits. Of course, people have different needs according to their social customs, language, and dietary habits. When we talk about customs, customs are traditions. Language and habits, what are we referring to? Okay, I think your guess is right. Yes, it's culture. Then number 5, different segments have different disposable incomes. Of course, it's clear here that we're talking about income. So again, income is the total, like all the money that you get in a month or a year. So if you have a salary like it's 4,000 and then you have some other business that gives you 6,000 riyals, so your total income will be 10,000. So income, the amount of money that is left after essentials. Essentials are the most important things. So, of course, the answer here is income, of course, and it's clear. Okay. Next, down here we have on the comment page, we have some reading lessons, and on the right you have a family with small children, a retired couple, a young single professional person, university or college students. So you have to read them carefully, and in the WhatsApp group, if you find any difficult word, I can help you translate it. I can help you know its meaning. So this is lesson 1 of unit 5. Of course, here are some words. Of course, countryside, a person can live in the villages, so you can refer to the villages as countryside, and accommodation is the place where you're going to stay. So if you're traveling to a place, you have to think of the accommodation. Accommodation is where you're going to stay. So before, for example, planning your destination or deciding on a destination, you have to think of accommodation. Are you going to stay in a hotel? Are you going to stay with someone of your family, of your friends? So accommodation refers to the place where you're going to stay. Here, of course, you know the meaning of afford. Afford is to be able to pay the money for a product or a thing. So for example, you say, I can't afford a Lamborghini, it's very expensive. And then here you have exotic. A place which is exotic is unusual and extreme, and it's somehow interesting. A thing which is unknown, that you don't have a lot of information about, we call it exotic. And a range is a group of things, and here you have the word stress. You know what stress is? It can be a synonym for pressure. Strain is being very exhausted, or a thing that causes you to be tired. Look no further means like stop looking, stop trying to find